This is Posh%. In this speedrun, the goal is to simply drink wine and eat cheese. It's the runner's job to figure out which method of collecting these two items is the best, and I've figured out a method so fast that it should give me world record. Problem is, only 5.4% of runs will succeed. Before we get into that, what's the current record strategy? You have two components, wine and cheese, each of which have multiple ways to be obtained. They can both be sold by the traveling cart, but that's banned. We wouldn't want this run to be one huge RNG check after all. So then the next best strategy is to just produce it ourselves. There's a couple of steps in that plan. For the wine, you'll need a keg and a fruit. The fruit really isn't an issue, just plant a crop, forage it, whatever. However, the crafting recipe for kegs are unlocked at level 8 farming. Not only that, but you'll need at least level 4 foraging so that you can make tappers to collect the oak resin for the recipe. That's where the community center comes in. For completing the artisan bundle, you can get a keg for free. So instead of all of that, now we just complete the spring foraging bundle to unlock the artisan bundle, and from there, unlock the fruit bat cave by earning 15,000 gold total, then wait for enough fruits to complete the bundle. Moving on to cheese, you'll need a barn, a cow, and a cheese press. For the barn and cow, it's as simple as needing 8,500 gold, 350 wood, and 150 stone to afford everything you need to harvest milk. You'll have that much money anyway from unlocking the fruit bat cave, and you can buy materials with any extra money you have. The cheese press is an issue though. Just like the keg, it's locked behind a farming level, 6 this time. It also has a somewhat complicated crafting recipe including 10 hardwood and a copper bar. So for that we'll need to upgrade to the copper axe and probably buy most of the copper ore we'll need to make all of those bars. You could get a cheese press from the animal bundle, but to complete it you'd need some combination of very expensive coop and barn upgrades, which would take even longer. So crafting it manually it is. With this plan, the current best time is 54 minutes and 52 seconds by Foxy Baphomet. How do we beat that? I'll just show you the run and explain as we go. Start. I know this is a bold choice, but the very first thing we do is sleep all the way to winter. This is going to take 10 minutes on its own. Why are we doing this? Well, I never went over the other ways that you can get wine. There are quite a few. You can get it from the Statue of Endless Fortune, not a chance. Leah or Elliot could give it to you as your spouse on New Year's Eve. That'd take way too long. But then there's one more method. It can be gifted to you at the Feast of the Winter Star. What are the chances? Well, out of the 28 people that can give you a gift, 21 of them can give you wine. That's already a 75% chance. Those 21 people have 14 different items they can give you, wine being one of them. That's a 7.1% chance. Add those two chances together, there is a 5.4% chance that we will get wine. This is why we do absolutely nothing before sleeping straight to the Feast of the Winter Star, because there is a 95% chance that we just wasted our time. This is why no one else has done this route. This is Pandora's box. Once we do this once, everyone else going for a better time will have to endure this same grind. Yet, we must endure. All right, we're in go mode. All right, Penny. Here's the rough part. We have to remember, Penny's actually one of the better people to get, because she's right here. I should have gave her wood. All right, Pam is a person that can give wine, so the chances have increased. So there it is. 14 minutes, 20 seconds in. That's our reset point. That's what the problem's going to be. Statistically, only 1 in 20 runs are going to make it past this point. So, how many did it take me? Oh! Okay. Everyone relax. I was incredibly lucky to get it on my 5th attempt. Despite that luck, it still took me over an hour to get there. That completes phase 1 of the run. Now we need to get cheese. Just like with the wine, there is another way to get it. Notably, by trading it for an emerald at the Desert Trader. To reach the Desert Trader though, we're going to have to pay JojaMart 45,000 gold to repair the bus. And so, phase 2 of the run begins. Okay. So we need to remember to come back over here around 8 a.m. because we need to unlock the community center. So now we go ham. What you're watching now is a more optimal clay farming pattern than what I've showcased in the past. This pattern is much less chaotic and allows us to use up the entire beach, which is important because we only have 3 days until we can no longer use this method to get winter forageables, which sell for around 5 times as much as clay. So now we go back and we're going to open the community center. Now that that's done, we are able to buy the JojaMart thing. I'm gonna go ahead and sell what I have right now. Give it to me. Give it back. It's recoverable. It's recoverable. I'm gonna go ahead and buy membership. Okay, buddy. We got back to clay farming, and luckily the next day we were able to buy the wine back for a penalty of 800 gold. We can relax. All right, let's skedaddle. 66 of each should be more than enough. That is 42,000, so I did overshoot it a little bit, but that's fine. Now's the easy part, essentially. Now we get to take a little bit of a break. Bus. If I had clicked the wrong thing there, that would have been end of the run. Period. Now you may have caught it, there's still one thing missing, the emerald. After thinking about it for a while, we can't get deep enough in the mines for one, we can't go into the skull cavern without the skeleton key, there's only one place we can go, the quarry. This will be yet another luck check because there's no guarantee to be an emerald node in the quarry. But before I did this run, I ran it by theValiantSun, who's one of the mods for Stardew Valley on speedrun.com. Just to make sure that everything was good and I wouldn't be breaking any rules. But she told me that there's a better way. And before 1.6, it wouldn't have been possible. Let me introduce you to the Desert Festival. This is a completely new festival in 1.6 that takes place in the middle of spring, but it only occurs once you have the bus unlocked. During this festival, you want to collect as many calico eggs as you can, as they can be traded in for tons of unique prizes. There's a bunch of different ways to get calico eggs at the festival, but the main intended way is to dive into the skull caverns. But what do you do if you don't have the skull caverns unlocked? Well, they just let you in anyway. So currently, the Desert Festival is going on in the desert. Pam is not attending the bus stop, so we can go as early as we want. Ooh, another option is I could see if I could get a mining and luck buff from there, but basically, Skull Cavern's open. So we're going to... That's not good. No way! No matter how many times we go in and out, that will always be an infested floor today. So my only option is to come back tomorrow. We originally chose the 16th because Pam is attending the Desert Festival. And since she's not attending the bus, we don't have to wait until 9:30 to go to the desert. Since we have to come back on the 17th where she will be attending the bus, that's going to lose us some time. I do think that just stopped the record, because just waiting for Pam next time is going to be, that's probably where the time's gonna carry over. Straight up period, we have to wait. We have to get this quick. And I think we can do it. Otherwise, cringe. I was so sure I was about to see another infested floor. I was so sure of it. We're still not home free because we still need to find an emerald node, and that's by no means guaranteed. Not only will a long search start to hurt our time, but if we don't find one today, that's it. The run is over. We also have to make sure we don't take more than 4 hits. That's another thing. We get knocked out pretty easy. Jade, hold on. Nope. That had a 1 in 6 chance to give us the emerald. No such luck. This is rough, dude. We got it faster when we were testing. There it is. Okay. And now we can unfortunately not trade that right now. We have to wait until a Friday to trade it for a cheese. Girl, speed it up. What are we doing? Well, good thing I made a little extra money since I had to go to the desert 3 times. Emerald for cheese. Slurp the cheese. Slurp the wine. Done. 51-51. That's it. Despite everything, that beats the previous route by 3 minutes. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. This was by no means a perfect run. It wasn't until after the fact that I found out that you could use the Y button to confirm going to sleep instead of clicking, which allows you to input the command about half a second faster, saving over 5 minutes throughout the run. And all of that's not to mention my mediocre clay farming. No, I think I lost it. Selling the wine, and getting an infested floor on spring 16th. If I were to take a guess, you could probably do this run in around 30 minutes. So even though I got this time on my first completed run, once anybody else gets past the ludicrous amount of luck checks, they're probably gonna wipe me off the board. Sorry in advance, by the way, for ruining this category.